I'm about to draw and paint every single one of the 27 Goku Forms. And the last painting, it's gonna be one of the most insane paintings you have ever seen. In 1983, one man with the name of Akira Toriyama was about to create something that would change the world forever. And this is the first design that not a lot of people know of. But they decided not to use this design because no one was gonna be able to relate to the main character. In 1984, Toriyama decided that the main character would be a little boy with the name of Son Goku. Son Goku was a baby sent to Earth from another planet. He is a Saiyan, which means he has many abilities. He has superhuman strength, very high durability, energy manipulation, he can fly, and he can also transform in a giant ape. Something like this. In 1988, Akira Toriyama decided to take one decision that would change the destiny of the entire Dragon Ball series, turning the main character of the series from a kid into an adult.
Well, I'm all warmed up. Let's go!
Dragon Ball was losing ratings by 1989, and they knew they had to do something about it. Impressed with the work in Sensei, they asked its director Kozo Morishita and its writer Takao Koyama to help with the reboot of Dragon Ball. And finally, on April 1989, the first episode of Dragon Ball Z premiered in Japan. This is the series that will take Dragon Ball to a whole different level. And in 1991, we see one of the very first Goku transformations. March 1991. In the movie Dragon Ball Z Lost Love, we see a transformation only seen once in the Dragon Ball universe.
It's time for you to die.
June 1991. After working on Dragon Ball for 7 years, Akira Toriyama was ready to take this series to its end. But it was not going to be a regular anime ending. Akira Toriyama wanted to create the anime ending. This is why, in June 19, 1991, we see for the first time what is probably the most iconic transformation in anime history. Akira Toriyama wanted to end the series after Goku transformed in the legendary Super Saiyan, giving his life away to save his son, his friends, and the entire universe, dying as the hero of a legendary story. But Dragon Ball was so popular at the time, Toriyama's editor forced them to continue. And in 1993, we see for the first time the Super Kaioken.
Super Kaioken!
June 22nd, 1994. During the fight between Goku vs Majin Vegeta, we see Goku transform into Super Saiyan 2. November 9, 1994. On episode 14 of the Majin Buu saga, Goku found a way to surpass every single one of the transformations we've seen till now.
You're going to love this. Trust me.
And on episode 245 of Dragon Ball Z is where we got to see the last Goku transformation on Dragon Ball Z.
What you're seeing now is my normal state. This is a Super Saiyan. You could just call this a Super Saiyan 2. And this
What's he doing?
Is to go even further beyond!
Dragon Ball Z ended in 1996.
Adios. I'll be waiting for you, Majin Buu.
And even though Toriyama's life work was finally completed, Toei Animation was not gonna let their biggest money-making machine go that easily. And only 7 days after the end of Dragon Ball Z, they released Dragon Ball GT.
Why have you summoned me?
Who's there?
Oh, and for some reason, they turned Goku into a kid
I
again.
wish you were a little kid again, then I could really teach you a lesson or two.
So be it.
Wow, the room got a lot bigger somehow.
Even though Dragon Ball GT had a different feeling than the original Dragon Ball, we got to see some pretty cool transformations, like the Super Saiyan 1 once again.
Is death funny?
No, it's not, but I have no intention of dying.
Your power has increased 100-fold.
We saw the Super Saiyan 2, the Super Saiyan 3, we got to see for the first time the Golden Grade 8. Well, by far, the best Goku transformation we got to see in Dragon Ball GT was in 1997. And even though it wasn't created by Toriyama himself, you gotta admit that it's pretty freaking cool. Dragon Ball GT ended in November of 1997, and everybody thought that that would be the end of Dragon Ball. Little did they know that almost 16 years later, Akira Toriyama would come back with an entire movie, one that was going to take the trajectory of the story to a whole new level.
You're a true prodigy, like few I've ever seen. A Super Saiyan God!
Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods was released in 2013, and that was the first time that we got to see the Super Saiyan God. Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods was a massive success, making over $50 million at the box office. And this was just the beginning. I'm done with background, now let's paint Goku.
Dragon Ball Z 復活の絵
Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F was the second movie released in a long time. It was released in 2015, and this is the first time that we see Goku transform in the Super Saiyan Blue. You're gonna be able to find tutorials for every single one of these paintings by joining my Patreon community. You can do it for free, or you can choose to support the channel. If you join us, you'll get access to our tutorials, early releases to every single one of my videos, and so much more. If you want, check it out and join us with the link in the description. Dragon Ball became so popular after the release of the two movies that Toei Animation decided to make a brand new anime with the help of Akira Toriyama himself. And in 2016 is where we got to see the next Goku transformation, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
Now I'll show you the Kaioken!
It's 2017 and Dragon Ball Super has been running for an entire year. And we have seen many new transformations at this point. The Super Saiyan God, the Super Saiyan Blue, the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but nothing like the new transformations we were about to see in Dragon Ball Super. I'm finally done with my sketch, now it's time to begin painting. If you're trying to make a painting like this, I recommend you to start with the background. I want to make this painting as epic as possible, so I'm gonna use really dark colors. I used acrylic paint to do the background, but I'm actually gonna use oil paint to do the rest. I love combining these two different types of paint, and you're gonna see the end result. It's gonna be insane. I still gotta do 2 or 3 more layers, but I can already tell you that this painting is gonna be amazing. Japan, October 8 of 2017. On episode 110 of Dragon Ball Super, we got to see for the first time the Ultra Instinct sign. It's March of 2018 and Dragon Ball Super is getting closer to the end, but not before showing us what is probably the best transformation in the entire series.
What is happening now? The ring is now very sparkly and whooshy. Do you think all of that could be Goku's energy? So bright and twinkling and very, huh?
March 4, 2018. On episode 129 of Dragon Ball Super, we got to see what is probably the most insane transformation in Dragon Ball history.
I don't care what happens as long as we win! Just finish him, Jiren! Use your unstoppable, inescapable, absolute power! Ultra Instinct!
Dragon Ball Super ended in 2018, but just the anime. The manga kept going, and in 2021 we got to see the true Ultra Instinct. And even though we have seen 25 Goku Forms, we still have 2 of the most incredible Goku transformations ever created. In January 13 of 2022, Super Dragon Ball Heroes Big Bang Mission 12 was released. And even though I'm not entirely sure if Dragon Ball Super Heroes is canon or not, I decided to put this transformation in here because, come on, it's freaking awesome. Universal Super Saiyan Blue.
宇宙人よ、僕に力を注げ！
March 1st, 2024. Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball, passed away at the age of 68 years old.
ドクターそれから先の1年間というものはなかなかボツになるばっかりだったんですね。
そうです。書いても書いてもという。
暮らしはどうしてらっしゃるそうなんですか。
失業の身ですからね、ほとんど。お袋にタバコ買ってくるから150円ちょうだい。
It's incredible to see how the work of one man impacted the whole world.
Hey, 漫画家の鳥山明氏が亡くなられた後の報道に接し、心よりお悔やみを申し上げます。またこの鳥山氏の作品とも契機となり、日本の
接受逝世表示深切的哀悼，向他的家属表示诚挚的慰问。
Porque Akira creó mi infancia con un pilar fundamental para mí con todas sus obras.
Mon père, lui, quand il était jeune, il a grandi avec ça, il a commencé avec tout ça, et il m'a transmis, je dirais, il m'a transmis cette passion de regarder Dragon Ball.
You know how much I love Dragon Ball. Like, it's like my life. I'm so inspired, to, always want to go further beyond. So many celebrities have died. This one, I cried, bro, and it hit me.
But his story doesn't end here. He inspires so many people all over the world. Artists, singers, actors. The story of Akira Toriyama is the story of a man that became a legend. It's the story of someone that never gave up, despite being rejected many times. He really showed everyone the things that you can do when you follow your dreams.